Hello, you're muted. You want me to start? Welcome to Politically Incorrect Knitters. My name is Ann Pinkava. Welcome. This is the lovely Deplorable Knitter, and we come to you live on a beautiful frosty morning.
Yeah, apparently I am really messed up because you started talking and on my end, the video was still playing. So, guys,
Oh, wow.
we're having technical difficulties. Hopefully, it's okay. We're going to do our best. Um,
All right.
so, hey, good morning.
Hello.
Um, what's new? If we randomly drop off, sorry, it's Christmas. Everybody's online. It's my guess.
That's
Using
true.
up all my Wi-Fi. So, but good morning. Before we get going, let's talk about our sponsor, the fabulous Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. She makes beautiful yarn, and then she lets us shill it for her, and it's great. Um,
It is. This is the best
you
part of this job.
can use the code. I know, right? But if you use our code on Bluebird20 PIK, you can get 20% off of your beautiful yarns. Like, I don't have any right. Oh, I got this one right here. Look it. This is her Yellowstone color, and it's so pretty. And I don't. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I got. What do you got, Anne?
Well, we have Ghoulish Eve, which is the giveaway for this month. So if you comment below after the video is finished, you'll have a chance to win that, which is lovely. Let's see, what else do I have? We have the Politically Incorrect Knitters colorway and the socks that Mr. Chicken Lady, here we go, directions. And the socks that Mr. Chicken Lady will make for you. They have a sock machine to your size and specifications, and they are reinforced too, which is super nice, super affordable, especially with our code. Check that out. And yeah, Lynn has a lot of really, really beautiful yarns. So get that for yourself. Treat yourself. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, use our code. Get a little after Christmas knitting project yarn. Like, it's that time of year. Maybe somebody will give you money or somebody doesn't know what to get you.
Which is a perfect suggestion. Yeah.
Help yourself.
And the code, the M Bluebird, so all of the codes have been bird colorways, bird themed colorways. The M Bluebird is very, very pretty. And it can be an optional sock set too.
Which is also super pretty. Like, it's lovely. So, yep, check out Chicken Lady. She's fabulous.
ChickenLadyFiberArts.com.
And comment. Yeah, comment to enter for the giveaway for Ghoulish Eve because it's pretty awesome too. And if you have a black light, it's really extra awesome. I didn't have one until recently. Did I tell you how I got one?
No.
I can't remember if I told you guys the story. So for Advent, we got our kids Harry Potter Advent, and it's got the Marauders map, and it's actually a black light wand, and the numbers come up when you shine the light on it, and it's got like all the little footsteps like in Harry Potter on the Marauders map. It's really cool. So it's the only reason we have a black light now. My kids have
nice.
So that's my random story about that.
I know. My random story, but that's going on a different rabbit hole completely. Did you see that they did a Harry Potter wizard like cooking show thing hosted by the Weasley twins?
Yes, I may have been watching it because we're a Harry Potter house.
Oh my gosh. Did you like it though?
Although it's slightly boring. The cakes are really cool, but the actual show is kind of on the boring side.
See, I think the cakes look awful. Like it's a if this was a sculpting competition, I'd be like, okay, that's a pretty good sculpting competition. But they're like, this is your slab of cake, and it's like compacted, it's squished down, and there's like a half an inch of frosting, and I'm like that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like, do you ever want to?
So I'll give you that. But I mean, they have a lot of stuff that they make them do. Like they have to have like a magical component and stuff. Like that's hard. I'm sorry, but have you made a cake?
I'm sorry. I've made a cake. I've made many cakes. And having seen the first episode, I'm like, woohoo, you stuck some electronics in there and then used a little mold with your pre-done fondant. Like, sure, again, sculpting is cool, but I'm like, that I don't want to eat that. Look at that.
All right.
Sorry.
So you and I don't agree, but that's fine. But I don't know. The show's fine. I've been watching it with my kids. It's not
I
as
think the
great as I had
Weasley
hoped it
twins
would be.
make
It
great
was,
hosts. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. The Weasley twins.
Phelps brothers, I guess,
But
technically.
yes. So yeah, we were watching that. I haven't seen the past 2 or 3 just because life has been lifing hard lately. So hey, I'm here. But that's what I got. So have you been? Oh, let's talk about the knit along first.
Yes.
And tell our friends about our fabulous knit along.
Yes. Well, we are doing our Live Long and Prosper knit along. You can follow along. Well, you can't anymore because Instagram is crazy. Yes. With the Knit Long and Prosper PIK hashtag. So what we are doing, it is a Star Trek themed bingo. The bingo cards, they are on both of our Instagrams and also on the website, ampinkfo.com, and also chickenladyfiberarts.com. She's copied over the rules and the bingo cards if you like to read it there. But rules are that there's a bingo card on each of the squares. There is a kind of a knitted or crocheted or even, whatever crafting thing you happen to do that would fit for the bingo. There's like little things on the squares like use stripes or knit something for an infant or these different things. And then as you complete your projects, you cross off the bingos. Totally lost my thought. Any project can be worth up to 3 squares, not including the free in the middle. You just get that one. But if you have something in your pattern that is space themed, if there's galaxy, stars, aliens, or if you use the color of the month, November's color was gold, December's is red for Christmas, and January's will be blue. You can cross off any square, even if it has nothing to do with your project. You're like, yeah, I'm crocheting little stars for the Christmas tree. All right, stars, star themed. You can go ahead and cross it out. Every bingo itself is an entry into our giveaway. You can have up to 5 bingos on a card if you want to do a total blackout, or you can grab a new card every time. Either way you want to go. And to be entered for the giveaway for the month of December, you have to send us the bingo card at politicallyincorrectknitters@gmail.com by the end of December, and there will be a giveaway for December, and there'll be a giveaway for January too. So there'll be separate entries when you do that. And yeah, and you will win fabulous prizes, such as this bag.
Yeah.
Sorry, go.
It's beautiful. No, I was just going to say there was a little bit of confusion about what constitutes a bingo. So I've made my own bingo card right here. And generally, if you're going to get a bingo and submit it, you need to have all 5 blocks in any direction. So like if you go straight across, that's a bingo. If you go diagonal, that's a bingo. If you go straight down, that's a bingo. And that's how it works. It can be on any line, but it has to be 5 in a row because we did get a couple of submissions that weren't quite filled in, which is fine. Just figured I would give you a little refresher just in case you needed it. So yeah, bingos, they go in a straight line in any direction. And a blackout would be if you filled in every blank on the card.
Right.
So there you go. Do we do blackouts? Would that be 5? Yeah, it would be 5.
It would be 5. Yep.
So.
Oh, not doing extra math.
You can get any combination thereof.
Across and up, and I'm like, no, it's only 5. It only counts as 5. But yeah, so
Neil wants. Oh yeah.
Oh, just to finish before getting to my sweater.
Finish.
Yes. You will get a lovely bag by Susan of Delightful Works, which I believe there are still some in her shops if you just want to get one of those outright.
Ooh.
The Energize colorway by Mystery Mouse Yarn. Gotta reach back for it. The Knit Long and Prosper sock set by Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. I kind of got. I'm busy knitting, but I have some ideas for some really nerdy stuff to make with this. I'm pretty excited. But it has these are such beautiful, just she Lynn got the brief, and the very vintage primary colors, and then the main skein is speckles with all of them. So it's very pretty. And I believe she has, I want to say she has some available. Maybe it's just in pre-order, but I believe it's still on her website, the Knit Long and Prosper sock set. So go ahead and check that out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. So submit your bingos when you get them to politicallyincorrectknitters@gmail.com. And then Anne will go through and put you into, I don't know how she does these things, but she does them, and she'll make sure you're entered. So
it's all right. If you want to know my methodology, I go through my email, I count how many bingos you got, I assign, name, and then have her so many numbers of bingos, and then I do a random number generator.
So it's all, there's no favoritism, even though on occasion some of our fairly close friends have one, like Chicken Lady, but this is just how life is some days. So
hey, gotta play to win.
Yep, sure do. I'm having issues over here today. So what have you been knitting? Oh wait, no, people are asking about your sweater. Do that first.
Oh, my sweater. I did not knit this sweater. This is the Nagano sweater by Dale of Norway, which I love this sweater. But I have been on an epic quest to find the pattern because it's incredibly hard to find, but it was actually sent to me, which is amazing. But I had bought this before it was sent to me because I love this sweater so much. I'm like, am I going to have to figure this out like stitch by stitch? Like that would be incredibly painful, but it could happen. But very luckily, I don't. I am so grateful that I don't. But yeah, it's awesome. It's got dragons on it, which any sweater that possibly
who doesn't want that?
Dragons on it. So
great.
Yeah. Anyways,
very cool. Yep. So, have you been knitting? I mean, it's Christmas. Obviously, everybody's doing their knitting.
A little bit.
Are you in the rush?
Well, I think I showed this on Tuesday, but I haven't got any farther on it. There's so many threads here. The Memento Mori mitten or shooter's mitts. I mean, this one will be gloves, but which is in Blocked Magazine 14, I believe. But yeah, I am making a pair of these for brother because he thinks they're super cool. And it's pretty rare when someone's like, yeah, I want that. I'm like, and I made the pattern myself too. So yeah,
cool.
Yeah, this green blue said before is Chicken Lady yarn, and it's lovely. It's really a joy to knit, except now I'm on the fingers, which are a pain in the butt. But still, the yarn is great. Yep. So it's one of those things I just have to do. So
do it. You can.
I know I can. I'm just being silly about it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I have named that. I am said before making another puzzle box quilt with Chicken Lady yarn. So I got that, and we'll wrong way around. Connect with that buddy boy, and yeah,
cool, very good. Here. A lovely comment from Adam. A Memento Mori is a paternity test for people who went on his show. And Neil says it's a swastika, but I don't think it looks like one anymore now that you're putting it together.
I know, because
I think he's just
like, I don't know right angles or anything. And I'm like, and somebody mentioned that. I'm like, oh crap. Yeah. Did I pull a Stephen West here?
Heaven forbid you have a pinwheel.
I know, terrible. But yeah, once it's together, it won't be even close. But yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
The Wicked Witch of the West colorway is awesome. Like, okay, the
It's pretty good.
sparkly red with the red shoe. I mean, they're all great. What am I saying? The next one's gonna be Scarecrow. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm even yeah, but yeah, the little rainbow centers are coming out great. I think it'll be a really cute quilt. I'm excited for this.
Hmm.
But
Cool.
yeah, I've been working on that. Not I don't know, not doing. I've been busy with Christmas stuff and whatever, that stuff. How about you?
Hmm. Well, so I'll tell you the short story, right? So I
Mhm.
mentioned on Tuesday that I had been at the hospital with our friend who had a stroke. Um, and on Thursday, I ended up having to take him back because he either had another mini stroke or he had, I guess you can get like bounce back from having a stroke and exhibit some of the symptoms. And so his speech got all funny. And I was at his house to check on him because he was on the phone with my husband. He got all funny and wasn't speaking correctly. And then I called the ambulance and he said, if I go, will you come with me? So my week has been really very chaotic. And because of that, I have not knit, but my mother is a superhero and she knit the stocking for me. This is the
Oh,
inside. I'm weaving in the ends, but she just saw that I was struggling and she said she would do it, and thank God. Thank God for my mom. I hope I'm like that with my kids when they're older. But look I have to put his eyes on, I have to put the name on, I have to sew up the side seam, but my mom is a rock star. She knit this in 2 days, 2.5 days.
wow.
Like she gives it to me. Like I did the Kitchener. Okay, so for someone who doesn't do socks, I am pretty freaking good at Kitchener. I won't lie. Like, look at how pretty this toe came out. She's like, I'm not doing the toe, but I use the knitted method where you knit and purl the stitches off, and it's
Okay.
so easy. Even I can do it. It's amazing.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so I'm finishing this up today. Uh, it'll get delivered, thank goodness, because I understand that the woman who's waiting for it is anxious because she wants her stocking. I mean, it's almost
Yeah.
Christmas, so.
Yeah, it's the 21st today. I get it. I get it.
Ooh, want to know what else today is?
Ooh, what?
My husband and I have been married for 12 years today.
Well,
He's taking me out for
congratulations.
Mexican later. I mean, what more can a girl ask for? He's
I
like,
mean,
we're going to go out to dinner. You want to go to the Mexican place, right? I'm like, obviously. We've been married for 12 years. Do you have to ask?
yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. We got married on the shortest day of the year because, winter's kind of lame. Although I didn't realize how close it was till Christmas until we had our kids. And then I'm like, oh my God, there's no time for celebrating an anniversary. I have kids. Like,
Right.
but it's all good. So, yeah. So yesterday I did all of my wrapping. I spent almost 8 hours wrapping, but it wasn't actually 8 hours wrapping. It was me trying to do stuff and then my kids trying to help, which made everything 3 times as long. And then,
Mhm.
having to run errands but yeah. So this whole week has just been kind of off the rails, and thank God for my mother because the stocking wouldn't have gotten done, or it would have gotten done and I wouldn't have slept. And yeah, so that's what I know.
Yay.
Everything that's happening here, it's not a lot, but
Well, that's all good. And
mhm.
congratulations also to Tara in the chat. She also had
Yes,
a anniversary.
yes, it's a good time to get married. You know,
Dead of
it's
winter.
very cool. Yeah, boring. Nothing else going on. It's winter. So, yep, that's what I got. So, I keep saying so. I'm sorry. I'm quite tired today. I apologize.
Hey,
Um,
you're all good.
but because of this week, I really, really, I haven't even listened to Bongino. So, I don't know what's happening. I know things are happening, but
Mhm.
I don't know what they are. I know stuff's going on in Canada, and I know I don't know. I listened to something about Pete Hegseth again, but I think it's just more of a similar story. So I'm not
Right.
certain. What do you know?
Well, um, sorry, laughing at chat. Um,
I
th-
was too. I'm not crazy laughing randomly.
right, we're just
I
like,
mean, maybe, but
we're doing a little Kamala awkward.
I was laughing at Tara, who said, "Get married and keep each other warm." Yep, it is the dead of winter. What else are you gonna do? So,
Hey,
oh, I thought I took this off. Oh, I did. I'm slow. I'm sorry. My camera is slow, not myself personally. Um, so, what do you know about politics?
well, this past week there was a big spending bill that very happily did not go through. Lots of yes.
So I saw something on Instagram about that, about they were some Republicans who were mad that the bill didn't go through. But from what I've heard from other people, it was a good bill. And then they were talking about primarying the Republicans who didn't vote for it. So
Mhm.
can you give me was it shit or was it not?
It was in the olden Rush Limbaugh days, we would call it a porculus bill. It'd be the omnibus bill, porculus bill. That
Okay.
it is, it's a massive, massive just spending mess. It's, billions for this and billions and that, and Congress all gets a pay raise. And, we're going to, just throw money at absolute, just
Oh, look at this. Failsafe
stupid.
said it was
Oh,
1,500
yeah.
pages long. Like, that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
That's
And then
goofy.
at the end of that, they're like, but also we're going to fund children's cancer research and send some money to the people in North Carolina. So when everyone else looks at that bill and you're like, no, no, we're not doing that. We're not
Hmm.
spending all this money. They're like, you hate the children, which is what they do every
Okay.
single time. And
Okay.
also Dan Crenshaw, who is,
Ooh, he's showing his colors. I saw that.
I know, well, okay, he's always been, kind of
I know
petty.
you haven't cared for him, but
No. No, well, he started out all big and butch and yeah, I'm the tough guy with an eye patch. And now it's, anytime anyone questions him, he goes off on his military service. I'm like, that's nice though. But and also again, he hails from the I'm so reasonable conservative. I'm not one of those
mm,
crazy Trump people. I'm the reasonable, smart, measured, caring version. Like, yeah,
mm,
whatever, buddy. And then he goes off on a blue streak on Twitter. And I'm like, bud, no, nope, nobody's. It's like, we haven't liked you for a long time now. Now you're just bottoming out. You're everybody. It's
yeah. The
super off.
people the people who didn't know who you were really got the sign now, so we're good.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Okay. I got you.
Yep. Like for those of you not paying attention at home, what a
Hmm.
jerk.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, not cool, but thank you for letting me know what's up.
Yeah,
So,
so there is a much smaller, reduced bill that people seem to be liking better. But yeah, and then it's the whole thing again. It's the oh no, we're going to shut down the government. I'm like, right before Christmas, they're going to shut down the Walmart. What are you saying? And I need that sooner. But but anyways, just nonsense. And also, if the government is shut down right before Trump comes in, again, more wins. We just can't stop winning.
Cassie, thank you. Yeah, I kind of forgot about him too for a minute there. That's pretty funny. So, all right. So the bill sucked.
Bill sucked. And they're also blaming Elon Musk. Like there's been news coverage I have seen from people saying, "Oh, because Elon Musk had tweeted about this 70 odd times, since whatever time this morning." I'm like, I'm so glad that we the people can have an accurate rating of Elon Musk's sleep schedule from when he stops tweeting and when he starts tweeting again. But they were blaming him for it. It's like, yeah, he says, whoa, this is wrong. People should do something about this. And it's like, I can't believe
Right.
Elon Musk is interfering. It's like by talking about it and then people listen. as opposed to other shadowy stuff billionaires may or may not be doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as time goes on, we just find out how much more shadowy and terrible they are. So I'd rather have a guy tweeting. Anywho,
Anyway,
okay. Doge hitting the ground running. Yep. Somebody else says reduce bills to one page. I mean, maybe they need more than one page, but 1,500 is certainly way too many. So, I'm sure that there's a compromise in there.
that whole thing with like you gotta actually read the bill before voting on it. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But
No fat positivity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else is happening? I'm counting on you to tell me.
Well, in less than positive news, that was kind of like
Oh
woohoo.
no.
Yeah, we've
What
had
now?
well, from abroad. We have what is unfortunately deemed to be not deemed to be, but it is now a almost expected occurrence of another terrorist attack happening at a German Christmas market. A Saudi Arabian man plowed into a crowd of people at this event. I believe the numbers are that 4 have died so far, hundreds of injuries. Again, it's the media coverage being very predictable in this, saying a car is like a car. Oh no, we should stop those. It's like, who did this? It's not a vehicle or an SUV. Oh wow, those SUVs, we need common sense SUV control. No, somebody did this. And then again, the media spin immediately. It's like, whoa, don't pay attention to who may have done this. And if you do pay attention to who may have done this, know that it's not what you thought at all. It was a Saudi Arabian man, but he was very he wasn't a terrorist. He was in fact anti-Muslim. He retweeted Gert Wilders once. He did this, he did that. It's like, yeah, he from David Copperfield, he Uriah heaped it, where it's like, oh, I'm a criminal, but I'm the best criminal. I am so reformed. And then everybody parades him around of, didn't we do such a great job reforming this criminal? Whereas with this guy, he's like, he comes into the country and he's like, oh no, I'm not a part of any of those terrorist organizations. It's like, I'm very anti-Muslim terrorism and I'm pro-atheist and this and that. It's like, yeah, he had connections to ISIS out the wazoo, and he used his nice front-facing self to help promote terrorism, which then ended in him killing people at a Christmas market, including a young child who hasn't been further identified due to the German privacy rule that they have with victims of that age.
I mean, I gotta say, it's just like the saddest thing. People are like, oh, you have to ban guns and guns kill people. No, bad people are going to find ways to be bad people, unfortunately. Like, you can't ban everything that somebody could use, because people, if they have that in themselves, if they want to commit a terrorist act, if they are evil inside, they are going to do something that's going to come out. And so I'm just so sick of it. We're not addressing the issue when we're like, oh, let's just ban guns. Yeah, because there was another shooting here. I heard about that too. I know 2 people died. But the answer is not banning guns. The answer is other things. Freaking that people.
One, if you're talking about the Gallup Christian school,
it was in Wisconsin or something, right?
Yeah, that one was an interesting one because some people were saying like, oh, was it this? Was it that? Okay, that girl had a crush and an obsession with school shooters. Like she had a Tumblr like mood board. Like she was posting, this is a picture of this, like their desk and their home of people were
Oh,
saying that it's like, oh, she was a fan of this band that the Columbine shooters were a fan of, and she was wearing their shirts. I'm like, no, she was aesthetic. It's like she was a fan of the band because they were fans of the band. She was
right.
it was a she had a crush and it was weird. And she followed out the same,
Yeah, I
yeah, so that's its own psychosis. Like
right, but my point is, and they were like, there's a couple of things. Hannibal
yeah.
used elephants. Um, there was a mass shooting in a Scandinavian country a few years ago with a bow and arrow. Like my point is that yeah, she might have had something crazy going on, but number one, where are her parents? I would
Oh
like to
yeah.
think that if one of my, I mean, like I am one of those white girls that everybody makes fun of, that I love like listening to true crime and all that shit. But
Mhm.
I'm an adult and I have no desire to like go do these things. But if one of my kids was suddenly like super into true crime or school shootings or something, I would be like, let's go to therapy. I feel like you need to
Yeah,
talk to somebody about this. You know what I mean? It's
right.
not
And
normal.
it's not normal, but to like some like people are saying like, oh, psychological drugs and these other hallmark behaviors, like yes, totally. But I do agree. When I mean, people are saying like, yeah, but also have you noticed how bizarrely narcissistic and isolated a lot of these school shooter types are? Like that's another
Hmm.
big hallmark. So it's like, yeah, that they're kind of coddled and then they go crazy. So it's like, so maybe they need a little something. But
Hmm.
speaking, the chat saying about bows and arrows and other things being used, if you want to commit violence, you're going to commit violence. You're going to find a way to do it. That
Hmm.
and then thinking of the recent Christmas market attack, and again the idea of reformed. It's like, oh, I reject terrorism, and then you turn out to be a terrorist. That was the guy on the London Bridge. That was a stabbing, and one of the first guys that he stabbed was the man who said like, oh, was like standing up for this guy's character. Like, didn't we do such a good job um, with our reform
I don't remember
classes
that.
promoting in England?
Wow,
So
that's
yeah, that
terrible. Rebecca says,
in in a
uh,
moment of
sorry.
poetic, I won't even say justice, kind of a tragedy, that is what happened.
Hmm. No, but like Rebecca says, unfortunately, most parents aren't around to pay attention. And that's another thing that is just horrible. We live in
Mhm,
this society where people feel like they have to have all the things, and it's gotten so expensive to live that most parents aren't around.
mhm.
And it it's really, really too bad. Perhaps if their parents were around more, they wouldn't need to idolize these people. I don't know. I don't know the psychology behind it, but I
Right.
sure hope that if my kid was idolizing school shooters, I would be present enough to know that something was going on.
Uh,
But
but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, big. And then again with it's the it's the treating violent action almost as if it's like a natural disaster, that it's like, oh, the car did it, and also we should have more bollards at our Christmas markets. Or even it's like, oh, well, Christmas markets are so dangerous, we shouldn't have them. One of the big happy cultural things around the season. It's, oh, well, we shouldn't get
mhm,
together and shop and have a lovely time anymore. Why? Because it's dangerous. Oh, why is it dangerous? It's like, shouldn't we do something about the danger? Oh, well.
right. I mean, like that's iconic. My kids and I did a study last year on Christmas around the world, and that's like one of the big things they talked about was the German Christmas markets. Like that's totally part of like what they're known for. And to weaponize that against the people is just terrible.
Oh yeah.
But
Miss Anna Knitter, um, she didn't do Vlogmas this year because she just had a baby, super cute.
yep,
But in previous
yep,
years for her Vlogmas, she has filmed a bit of the German Christmas markets and just delightful.
it does look delightful. I wish we had something like that here, but nope. All of our stuff is crap. That's
Hey,
all right.
you had a parade of Santa going down your street, so that's pretty cool.
I know. My kids are going to miss it this year because it's tonight and they're going over to grandma and grandpa's so we can have a date. So, oops.
There you go.
We are going to watch Wolverine versus Deadpool, or Deadpool versus Wolverine, whatever it's called. That'll be fun.
That'll be
Totally
fun.
off topic.
Yeah. Hope you like it. Hope you're not like, wow, Anne, that was something.
Oh no, my husband loves all Dead. We don't do Marvel, but we do Deadpool, so it'll be fine, I'm sure.
There you go. You'll be humming Madonna the whole Christmas season through.
Madonna.
Yeah, that they play that a song a lot in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool. So, what else? What else is happening? Cassie says it's the most perfect movie ever made. I guess that I will be enjoying it tonight. That will be lovely.
I guess so.
Since we are not allowed to watch it with our kids, it'll be a nice little interlude. Okay, so what else is happening?
I don't know. It's Christmas.
Have you
Like
done any
everything.
Christmassy things?
Well, to today, I gotta wrap a lot of my gifts. You said that you've already done that, and they're just in a pile staring at me. They all need bows.
Yeah. I had to do it because when you have kids and when you have more than one kid, you kind of have to make sure that like if this kid has, 4 presents, then this kid also needs to have 4 presents. And then oops, this one has 5, and so now this one needs, and that's what happens. So it's all good. Right?
Right.
I'm almost done. I have a dent in my thumb. I have a dent in my thumb from weaving all these ends in. I'm gonna have a bruise there later.
Mhm.
But that's okay because this stocking will not come apart. And that's what we're going for.
Exactly. Exactly. If you didn't want to see the stocking now, you especially don't want to see it. They're like, hey, there's a hole over here. If you could, you're like, "Ugh."
Mm-mm.
Oh, speaking of
We are
gifts,
done this year.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, sorry, not gifts because you're getting paid for that. But Mr. Epic Mike got his hats and his scarf. I'm so excited.
Ooh, what did he say? Was he
He
like
loved
amazed at your skill? I'm
or
sure.
something. But yeah, sounds
I
like he liked
mean,
him.
who wouldn't want that?
I I am that person who's like, oh, I want to see you wear them. Okay, okay, okay. That's
Hmm.
okay. I'm sure. It's cool. But yeah,
Cool.
I'm excited.
Very good.
I'm really glad he liked them. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. It was fun making the logo.
And, you're really glad that it's done and away from you too, right? Like that scarf got a little bit scarfy
It got
there for a while.
got a little tedious, gotta admit.
Yeah.
But it certainly is epic.
Yep. Fitting.
Yep.
So I only have a few more ends. I might be done by the time we're done with our show today, and then I just have to finish it. But that's not that much. Just a name and a seam and a hanger. That's not that much, right?
That's good. How do you when you do the finishing up of like the loop to hold it, how do you do it? Like what's your method?
I usually like crochet it on, and I pull my end through my crochet loop so that it's like not even tied on. It's like part of the crocheting. So I crochet a chain and then I slip stitch it and then I attach it.
Okay.
Seems to work out. Why? How
Nice.
do you do yours?
Well, for those massive stockings, I may have like the last time I had all those ends and I left them long and I did a braid and then tried to sew them over. In times past, I have done an I-cord like at the very last
Uh-huh.
one and then made it a long I-cord so it'd be like longer. So I put that on the inside of the sock and then just, try to stitch, that in as firmly as possible so there's more of a
Uh-huh.
support, I guess, when it's hanging. So I don't know. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if that's an especially good method
Yeah.
because I like haven't been to the woman's house, like sitting there inspecting the stockings as they're hanging. I'm like, okay, is this
Well, I
undue
honestly,
stress
with how
on it?
big they are, I wonder. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you,
Oh,
but
go ahead.
with how big they are, I wonder if once they're filled,
Mhm.
they're even hanging.
Yeah,
Like
I don't.
we get ours out on Christmas Eve and we hang them, but then once they're filled, we don't necessarily keep them hanging up. Sometimes they have to like go on the couch or on the floor. So, you know,
Right.
it might be one of those deals too. But my kids want stockings this year. I think I may have mentioned that, but I told them I'd make them for them. But I'm making Cheryl's from Wise Owl Knits
Hmm.
pattern because I love color work. I can do color work, and so yeah,
Yeah.
I might make them for them. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what's
Well,
up.
you, I don't know. Like I always have these
Hmm.
grand aspirations. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna knit this and that for Christmas. Like, yeah, I'll do a stocking for my nephew. Did I? No. Um,
I think I'm doing mine after Christmas though. Like I think
yeah.
that that week I might do it because my husband's off and we're kind of chilling.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
know,
you're still Christmassy enough to do Christmas knitting, but not
hmm
like sure, June
yeah,
would be an ideal time to make everyone Christmas stockings. Will you? It's June.
no,
You can't think about it then.
absolutely not. Nope,
Can't be knitting
nope. And
holly and snowmen.
so I was complaining. We all know I've been complaining about this stocking, right? So my husband's looking at it and we're talking about it, and he's like, "Why don't you guys just make like an extra one so the next time she wants one, you just have it ready?" And I'm like, "But that means we would still have to knit an extra one. It's not like any better. And then there's no guarantee that she's gonna ask for another one again. And so then we would just have a stocking we made. Like,
Yeah.
eh, I don't know. I thought it was a bad idea. What do you think? I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter because we're never doing this again.
Hey, I mean,
So,
I don't know, but you put the name on afterwards. You do duplicate stitch that way, right?
hmm
Yeah.
yep.
For the stockings I did, I intarsia the names too. So they were knitted at the time. So
Well, I guess it's good the way we do it because, like, some of them are for their son-in-laws and stuff. And so I guess if they ever get divorced, you can just take the name off and put the new guy's name on it. I
you can
mean,
just be
it'd be way cheaper than having to make a new stocking.
like, we need you to fix this
But
one
hey,
out. Yeah,
whatever.
it's like, no, we don't like Jimmy anymore. So if you could,
So if you could put Matt on here, that would be super great. Thank you.
right. And then you'd be like,
You said no
like,
more stockings.
is she properly married to Matt or are they just like together? Like, I don't want to have to Dear
Yeah.
John this guy too.
Yep. So this will be done shortly, though. And I will be happy. And then, oh, and the kids and I, in between all of the other stuff going on this week, we did, every year we have my mom and my mother-in-law come over and we do the peanut butter blossoms and we do small sugar cookies. And so we did that this year and it was lovely.
Nice.
So we did do that. And today we're going to go deliver some cookies to our neighbors because even though everybody bakes, we like to, we have some really nice people on our street. So we try to remember them.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that's the big day for us.
we are doing big Christmas dinner day of. I'm excited because I love the big Christmas dinner, but
Mhm.
everybody's bringing something. Again, fantastic. But at the same time, that I haven't figured out what I'm bringing yet because everything else is kind of taken. Like, well, I could be
Mhm.
totally lazy, or yeah, I have to figure out what I'm making.
I
Something's
do. My brother, this year we're having a not traditional Christmas dinner. My brother is making chicken marsala, which should be
nice.
good. My brother's a very good cook. Um, and then I'm doing desserts, and every year I make pizzelles for my family, which is an Italian flat cookie. It tastes like anise. You make them in a waffle
Nice.
iron kind of thing, and they're quite labor intensive. So I'm making that, and I'm making no bake cheesecakes because I found these little graham cracker crusts at Aldi, and they look delicious. So, like, right, let's do that, and then yeah, but I don't have to cook the meal, which makes me happy. Given the choice, I would rather bake than cook. I'm making bread, I'm making cookies, I'm making dessert. Much happier about that. So,
Nice.
just my story. Sorry.
Oh, you're all good.
Not very newsy today. It's more chatty. It's been a long, long week. And I'm kind of like I love having my kids around and I love doing all the fun stuff with them, but I'm kind of also like, yay. Oh, and my niece is in town, and this is gonna be she's like 2.5 now.
Mhm.
So the kids are sleeping over at grandma and grandpa's house with my niece, and they're super excited because this is the first year that she's big enough that they're going to try having all of the kids at once. Um,
Okay.
so hopefully that'll be good. But my kids are, I mean, 11 and 9, so really they shouldn't be any issues. They can help. They can help. So it should be fun. But oh, I don't know. Do you guys have anything going on that is going to be lovely and wonderful? No. My boyfriend, Cassie, you're so funny. My boyfriend, which is my trad wife, is making prime rib. Very nice. It's
Awesome.
funny though. I was talking about my brother making the dinner, and my brother is single. He doesn't have any kids. And so he's making the dinner and he is super stressed out about it. And I'm kind of like, that like that's what most women do like all the time. And like in addition, like I'm making the desserts and I'm baking and oh, and I still have to continue to feed my family for all of the days. It's not like I get to make that one meal and that's the end of it. Like
Mhm.
it's uh it's just so funny, different perspectives. He's like he's a good cook, he's cooked big meals before, but he's like stressed out about it. And I'm like, dude, it'll be fine, you know? Well, Natalie says she's singing in a choir. That's fun.
Nice.
I cannot carry a tune in a bucket, so I'm impressed. I'm always impressed with people who can sing.
Mhm. Well,
I mean, my
I don't
kids
know,
think it's good, but
it's an important thing too. It's like a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't feel very Christmassy. It's like, well, are you participating in the Christmas occasions? Are you making the Christmas occasions? Are you making it Christmassy? Does help.
mhm.
Selfish
We
there.
might be making traditional Christmas. Oh, sorry. Is that what
Oh,
you were
go.
saying too?
Yeah.
We might be making traditional Christmas pudding for the first time. And by we, I mean not me. See, that's how I feel about stuff. Like, cool. Super fun.
See, best of luck to you because I've told my epic saga before of many failed Christmas puddings. And I mean failed. I mean, I flamed out. I may or may not have disappointed the queen. It was real bad.
Um,
Um,
so as a lowly peasant here, can you give me an overview of what this means? Because I don't know what Christmas pudding is and
oh,
why it's hard to make.
It's not hard to make. It's just one of those things. It's like making a nice pancake where I struggle. Okay. It's not like it's not like I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm incapable of making a Christmas pudding, but it is a steamed. I mean, it's not pudding in the American sense. It's not like soft custard. It's
Right.
It's kind of like a fruit cake, but you put it in a bowl. It's kind of you have your flour and lots of currants and stuff and molasses and little Guinness in there, and it's kind of fruit cakey. And you put it in a bowl. You grease the bowl and you put it all in there, and you're supposed to let it sit for like a month. Which
Wow.
you know, yeah, a pound of beef suet. So yeah, that's your thing. But
8 eggs. Okay. I'm getting it now. Sounds awful. I mean, good for you guys, but I don't know that I would pursue this.
it's actually
But
quite
okay.
good. No, I personally prefer it. Like it's a lot of raisins and currants. If you go golden raisins instead, I like it a little better. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, so you take that, it's in a bowl and you steam it. You have to have a plate or something so it's not quite sitting at the bottom of your kettle. But yeah, you steam it for like 4 hours. So yeah, it's if you can get it right, it's good. If you're me
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, I'm too American.
Okay.
I can't get it to work.
Someone says that their grandmother makes it in a tin can, and Selfish Knitter says you
Um,
boil it for 6 hours.
yeah.
And then this comment, here's something you can make, Anne. Should make pineapple upside down cake cupcakes.
Well, those sound nice.
That sounds kind of fun.
Uh-huh.
I love cupcakes. Because I feel like people might not want a whole slice of cake, but when you put it in a cupcake, they're like, "Oh, okay." Like I can eat a cupcake. It's not a big
Yeah.
deal. When you look at a
Ooh.
big cake, you're like, "Oh, I'm so full."
Uh, man, I'm the opposite. Uh, Texas Sheep Lady says dried apricots. Okay, like having like a golden raisin dried apricot, like fruit cake. That sounds really good. Really about that. But
Well,
anyway, so
there
yeah,
you go.
hopefully
Oh, make little
I have
tarts.
not made a
Are you
Christmas
making
pudding.
dessert or are you?
Sorry.
Okay. I was just going to say, are you making dessert or are you just making whatever you want?
I might be making dessert. I don't know. We need to put the final confirmations for what we're doing day of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I can't cook. It's just I have
No, Anne
cer-
can cook from what I understand, but there are
I have
some
certain
things.
high failure items like Christmas puddings and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, pancakes. Pancakes are hard. They shouldn't be. They should be the easiest, but
Really? I can make pancakes. And I am not a cook. I would, like I said, I'd much rather bake. Well, maybe I'll make my family some breakfast. I'm feeling kind of
I have
hungry.
had
I've
okay,
had a lot of coffee.
maybe I just need to be like determined and just sit there and make pancakes. But I've had people take the spatula away from me before. Be like, no, I'm doing it. No, this is oh.
That's funny. Yeah, I probably actually won't make pancakes because often when they sleep over at the grandparents' house, they have them. Maybe I'll make some French toast.
French toast
Because
is
I'm
awesome.
allergic to cinnamon. I put vanilla in it for
Yeah,
myself. I don't do that to the family. They have cinnamon,
right.
but the vanilla's pretty good.
Man, it's
And
bread
if you can't
pudding
have,
season. Sorry to get totally distracted, but like I love bread pudding.
I
Nothing
don't think
like
I've
a
ever had it.
nothing like a slab of bread pudding for like Christmas morning or day after.
Anytime you say a slab of anything, I'm like, no, I'm good. If it can be described as that, I'm all set. Thank you.
Okay, but bread pudding very very similar to French toast in that you have it's the custard, the eggs, the it's all soaked in together and cooked together and yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, I believe you. I'm
The
just
the the slab of anything when it comes to bread pudding as opposed to my dislike of the slab of Harry Potter Christmas cakes.
mm-hmm. Like seriously, you're discriminating now against the Harry Potter cakes. Um,
Well, one has custard and one can pave my garden walk. So,
all right, this won't go through. Stuck. I, you know what it is about bread pudding? I actually don't like eggs. I think they smell weird, which
oh,
makes it hard for me to eat them. And
that
so
would
I
make
think that bread pudding is just too wet for me. Like I don't like cook everybody's stuff really a lot, but I cook mine like extra so that they're not too eggy because I find that gross. So that might be part of my problem.
might be
And the fact that you called it a slab. I mean, that was a big red flag for me.
so good.
Colonial carrot bread pudding with sherry.
That
I
sounds
mean,
good.
you can get all medieval up in this place. Okay, not medieval, but you know what I mean.
Medieval, colonial,
It's all the same, isn't it? Close.
something.
Yeah, I might go make some French toast though when we get off. I think
Well,
my family would appreciate it. We were talking about taking the kids sledding, so they'd have a nice full tummy to go
yeah.
play outside. My
Yeah.
oldest kid, we've only had snow once before. I mean, this year, not once before ever. But my poor older kid, I thought that their snow pants fit, and I put them on. They had little sausage legs.
Oh no.
I had to buy them new snow pants. But so the new snow pants came in, so that'll be more fun now. I react badly to eggs, so if the recipe is heavy in eggs, it's not mine. Anna's a tall girl. She needs to consume
Yeah.
things in slabs to keep up her strength.
Yeah.
It's got to get all the way up there, right? It's part of it. Okay, so every
Exactly.
end is woven in except this one because I'm going to put the bell on before I weave it in. So it needs
Amazing.
a bell and a seam and a name and a hanger. So I still got several things to do. Oh, and his face.
And his
I have to
face.
duplicate stitch on his face because right now he's a little creepy. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. And I got to steam it. Maybe I'll steam it before I sew it. Probably. Duplicate stitch, then steam. Sorry, you guys like me figuring this out while we're talking.
I know. You said sledding. It's still, it's not exactly a fond memory because I wasn't there, but we had a big hill around here that they had to close down for sledding, that they weren't allowing the kids to sled down anymore because it was in a single day there was like 14 broken bones. They're like, around
See,
5 or 6.
I'm
Do
a
you think
little
you can
scared.
stop? Do you think you should?
Yeah, no, I'm a little scared of sledding. I don't like not being in control. Like I've never skied. I have no desire to ski because that whole like going down a hill and not necessarily being able to stop is frightening to me. So I have a
I
friend who was learning how to snowboard. I don't know when we were 20 something, and she fell and put her wrists out to stop herself and broke both of them.
Ooh.
And I love my husband, but I don't want him to wipe my butt. Like maybe when I'm old and I don't remember stuff, but not right now. I'm good. So,
Build
you
character
know,
or something.
no, nope, I don't need that character. I'm good. So anyway,
Anyway,
that's my story about that.
Rebecca says they used to pull sleds behind
This is what
snowmobile.
happens. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's what your kids are for? No, I don't want to traumatize them. I mean, when they're older and I'm old, that's a different story. Because, like things happen when you get old, but not now.
They'll still
No.
probably be traumatized, but they'll be a grown person who can handle it better.
But it's different when they're adults. Yes.
Yeah.
You know. Oh my God. So anyway.
Anyways, Merry
What else,
Christmas,
friends?
everyone. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate also.
Yeah, it's been an hour, so we're gonna go. Be nice to your children; they will pick your retirement home. No, my kids are gonna love me so much that I'm never gonna go into one. That's the plan. That's what my mother
Yeah.
did to me. So
Oh,
anyway, yes,
Mystery
Merry
Mouse.
Christmas. We won't see you. Hey, Mystery Mouse. Thanks for coming, friends. Spending your couple days before Christmas with us. I don't think we're having a knitting wars. Not this week, but also I don't think we're having one the week after, unless we do a special one.
Yeah.
So we'll
It
let you know.
it would land on New Year's Eve.
New Year's
So
Eve.
it depends on how game
So,
everyone is for
ooh,
that one. But we'll see.
look at.
Yay!
If you got a Women of Blocked calendar, it's in the mail.
I'm so excited.
When will the next knitting wars be then? Probably the week after. We'll let you know.
We don't know.
We're
I
probably
mean,
going to be live next weekend too, because look, it's Christmas week. We got stuff going on, so we'll see.
we'll see how it plays. Check our socials. Deplorable Knitter on Instagram and
Yep.
also.
Yeah, Cassie says the 2 Tuesdays I have free, there's no knitting wars. Yeah, it's one of those like, sorry. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a blocked on Monday.
Oh yeah.
So you got that going on for you. Should be fun time. I think it's Stitch in the Sky and Neil and Pirate Tomsky, so that's something different.
Shauna
Yeah.
Stitches is doing Vlogmas, and those are lovely.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Wolden Burn, she's been doing some Vlogmas episodes too. She's adorable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Very good. So yeah, watch the space. We'll be back next weekend. We may or may not be doing an knitting wars because it falls on New Year's Eve. It depends on if anybody's game and what the plans are. So
Yeah, if we are game, I mean, but yeah, it'll be.
I
New
mean, it
Year's
would have
Eve.
to be earlier, so we would have to talk about it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We don't know the story yet. But yeah, so hopefully we'll see you guys soon. And everybody have a really great Christmas. And thanks for spending your morning with us. We appreciate it. So, all right, we will see you guys later.
Chicken Lady Fiber Arts and Bluebird 20 PIK.
Oh yeah. Yes, do that. See you later. Bye.
Bye.